Time to talk about those second basemen. Name code right here. I'm Dustin. We are extremely excited for fantasy baseball. Hopefully you are as well. It'll be here before you know it. Mr. Brent.
And if you want to give us some love, or give second base some love, really. If you're watching us on YouTube currently, like the video. If you like any of our videos, like this video, because second base is the least liked video in all of the sports, our position. So give second base some love. I'm assuming.
And check out our cheat sheet.
All right, Dustin.
It is free.
Talk about the most
Download
likable second baseman.
Jose Altuve, big fan of him, always been a big fan. He's in a tier of himself, in our opinion. You get some pop, you get the speed, you get a solid average. And one thing I like about him is his price tag isn't as hefty as it used to be because of some of the other positionals, especially at third base. A lot of guys are sneaking up in the first round, moving Altuve into the mid-second in some cases, and I love that value for him.
All right, as we go into tier 2, going to talk about old reliable, going to talk about Cano. So Cano last year batted about 290 with 21 bombs, 80 RBIs. And, you know, where he's going in drafts, it's perfectly fine. And if you're okay with that, I think he's going to do it again this year. I don't think there's much upside. I don't think there's much downside. I think that's what Cano is now. The other guy I want to talk about is Dozier for the Twins. Dustin loves the Twins. And here's the thing to love about this guy. He's got more pop than Cano. He's definitely going to steal more bags than Cano. Probably hit more RBIs than Cano.
Led second baseman with 101 runs.
So led second baseman. So why is he not ranked higher than him? He bats 230. I don't think it's going to change this year. So just know you're going to get all the goodies, but you're going to hit a bad average when you take them.
He could turn around a little bit.
He's not going to hit much better than 230. Maybe 250, but I mean.
One of the biggest disappointments last year, Mr. Anthony Rendon. I mean, this is a guy that was drafted extremely high if you got him on your team. And he disappointed, but he was banged up.
It was a keeper league, though. I didn't draft him. It was a keeper.
Okay. Yeah,
and I was excited as him as a keeper.
And you should have been excited. But his price tag is drastically reduced now, so he could actually be a value this year. And then Jason Kipnis, you know, here's a guy, I feel like we know what he is at this point, and that's a good fantasy second baseman that you're going to be able to get in the middle rounds who should have solid value.
All right, tier 4, going to start off with DJ LeMahieu. I really like this kid. So first of all, he's going to hit 300, and then the next thing is he's going to get you 20 to 25, upside of 30 bags this year. But regardless, let's say solid average, 22 bags. Love that at the price you can get him. And then I want to talk about Castro. You know, he's now in pinstripe, so with the Yankees, he's going to get a little extra hype for that. And years ago, it seemed like he was multi-hit games every single game, doing great. But since then, his average has just gone down and down and down and down. So just be careful. Just be careful when drafting.
Another guy to be careful with is old man Ben Zobrist. I know he's the guy that you get into kind of the late middle rounds and you want to pick a guy and you see his name and you know his name and you draft him, but his best years are behind him. I mean, he's still serviceable. Just don't go crazy over Ben Zobrist. You're going to see him ranked a lot higher than where we have him. And then Dustin Pedroia, I mean, kind of the same deal. I mean, you're going to see him ranked a lot higher. We're just kind of, you know, the guys that we have above him, we're just a little bit more excited, kind of the mystery of will they have better years. I mean, with Pedroia and Zobrist, you're just kind of praying that they go back to what they were, and that's not going to happen.
All right, tier 6, I'm going to highlight one guy, and he's kind of a boring pick, but in all reality, Neil Walker at age 30 isn't the worst pick. But with Walker, you're going to get a decent average, but you're definitely going to get some pop out of him. He had 16 home runs last year. I can see that easily, him repeating those numbers, and you're going to get him so late in drafts. If you totally ignore second base throughout your whole draft, you'll be able to get him extremely late, and he will be serviceable.
In the last tier, a couple guys I want to talk about. Devin Travis. This was a guy that was playing amazing before he got hurt last year. He's still banged up. He's probably not going to be ready for opening day. But there's a lot of upside with this guy. He's only 24 years old. Not a bad guy to grab late, especially if you got a DL spot in your league. Stick him on there, wait him out. And then Jace Peterson with Atlanta. Here's another guy that's interesting. He's had some success in the minors. He's got good speed. He throws in a little bit of pop.
He had a lot of doubles in the minors.
He had solid minor league stats. But he is a guy that I will definitely be targeting Travis and Peterson in all of my drafts.
Ooh, good to know. Good to know.
Depth at the second base position on my bench is why they'll be on my team. I like their upsides.
Maybe take a Cano and pair him up with them. Something sneaky like that. Oh, it was so much better than
That
it's
was
going to
pretty
look.
good. That was pretty good.
It's disappointing.
I don't like to compliment Brent much, but that one was pretty good.
Well, they're not going to see it, though. Like the video, please.
Subscribe. Get onto our website. Get our cheat sheet. Check out all our videos. Stuff.